Hello children, let's continue exercise 5.1 continuity in chapter 5 continuity and differentiability. 17th question, find the relationship between a and b so that the function f defined by f of x which is equal to ax plus 1 if x is less than or equal to 3, bx plus 3 if x is greater than 3. So it's continuous at x equal to 3. So the function f of x is defined as ax plus 1 and bx plus 3. It is continuous at x equal to 3. So all the three values of f of x, left hand limit and right hand limit should be equal. As it is given that it is continuous at x equal to 3. So let's draw a number line at point 3 to the left of 3, that is x is less than 3. We have the function is defined to be ax plus 1, and to the right of 3, that is x is greater than 3, we have the function f of x is defined to be bx plus 3, and at 3 x is less than or equal to 3. So x equal to 3, the function f of x is defined to be ax plus 1. The limit exists at x equal to 3, which is equal to left hand limit and it is equal to right hand limit. It's given that it is continuous at x equal to 3. So f of 3 is at x equal to 3, we have the function as ax plus 1, which is equal to, substituting the value of x as 3, we get 3a plus 1. Then left hand limit x tends to 3 minus f of x, which is equal to limit x tends to 3 minus, which is the left hand limit. To the left of 3 we have the function defined to be ax plus 1. Substitute the value of x so that we get 3a plus 1. Right hand limit x tends to 3 plus. To the right of 3 we have the function is defined to be bx plus 3, which is equal to, substituting x as 3, then 3b plus 3. All these three are equal as it is continuous at x equal to 3. Then we have 3a plus 1, which is equal to 3b plus 3. So 3a which is equal to 3b plus 2, taking this 1 to the right hand side. So whole thing divided by 3, we get a equal to b plus 2 by 3. 18th question, for what value of lambda is a function defined by f of x which is equal to lambda into x square minus 2x if x is less than or equal to 0, which is equal to 4x plus 1 if x is greater than 0. Continuous at x equal to 0. What about continuity at x equal to 1? If it is continuous at x equal to 0, then these three values should be equal. So f of 0, the limit exists, which is equal to LHL, which is equal to RHL. These three values should be equal if it is continuous at x equal to 0. So for f of x is defined to be lambda of x square minus 2x when it is less than 0, that is to the left of 0. At equal to 0, here x is less than or equal to 0. So at x equal to 0, we have the function f of x is defined to be lambda of x square minus 2x. To the right of 0, x is greater than 0, we have the function is defined to be 4x plus 1. So to the left of 0, we have lambda of x square minus 2x. To the right of 0, we have 4x plus 1. So first we will substitute what is f of 0. F of 0 is, at 0 we have the function is defined to be lambda of x square minus 2x. So substituting 0 in x, we get lambda of 0 minus 0, which is 0. Left hand limit x tends to 0 minus f of x. To the left of 0 we have lambda of x square minus 2x. So substituting value of x, we get lambda into 0 minus 0 which is 0. Again right hand limit, limit x tends to 0 plus f of x, which is equal to limit x tends to 0 plus, to the right of 0 we have 4x plus 1. Substitute the value of x as 0, we get 1. If it is continuous at x equal to 0, then these three values should be equal. Here we have 0, which is equal to f of 0 is 0, left hand limit is 0 and right hand limit is 1. So here we can see that 0 is not equal to 1. Hence there is no such value of lambda in which it is continuous at x equal to 0. Now we have to check the continuity at x equal to 1. So drawing the number line, at x equal to 0 we have lambda of x square minus 2x. Less than or equal to 0 we have lambda of x square minus 2x. At x equal to 1 the function is defined to be x is greater than 0, which is 4x plus 1. So at x equal to 1 we have 4x plus 1. Then f of 1 is 4x plus 1, substitute the value 4 plus 1, which is equal to 5, and left hand limit x tends to 1 minus f of x, which is 4x plus 1. So substituting x as 1, then we get 5, and right hand limit x tends to 1 plus, function is defined to be 4x plus 1, so we get 5. So we get f of 1, which is equal to left hand limit, which is equal to right hand limit. All these three values are equal, so we can say that it is continuous at x equal to 1. For all values of lambda, f of x is continuous at x equal to 1. Question 21. Discuss the continuity of the functions f of x equal to sin x plus cos x. So let's take a g of x as sin x is defined for every real number. Let the domain of this function sin x, which is real number, let k be a real number g of x is sin x, so g of k is sin k, the function is defined to be sin x. Then limit x tends to k of g of x, which is equal to limit x tends to k sin x. Let k be any real number, put x equal to k plus h, where x tends to k and h tends to 0. Therefore, limit x tends to k g of x, which is equal to limit x equal to k plus h, where x tends to k, then h tends to 0. So limit h tends to 0 sin of k plus h. So using the formula sin of a plus b, sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. So limit h tends to 0 sin k cos h plus cos k sin h. Now applying the limit h tends to 0, we get sin k cos h. Cos 0 is 1. So sin k into 1 plus cos k sin h. h tends to 0. So sin 0 is 0. Then we get limit x tends to k g of x, which is equal to sin k. These two values are equal, g of k which is equal to sin k, and limit x tends to k g of k which is equal to sin k. So we can say that g of x is continuous at x equal to k, where k is any real number, it is continuous at any real number. G of x is continuous on R, real number. For every real number, g of x is continuous. Let's take another function h of x, which is equal to cos of x. Domain is any real number. Let k belongs to R. Then h of k, which is equal to cos k. Limit x tends to k, h of x. Put x equal to k plus h where k is any real number. Then x tends to k where h tends to 0. Then this will become limit x tends to h tends to 0 cos of k plus h. So using cos of a plus b, cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. We get limit h tends to 0 cos k cos h minus sin k sin h, which is equal to cos k cos 0 is 1 minus sin k, put h tends to 0, sin 0 is 0. So we get cos k minus 0. So these two values are equal, h of k which is equal to cos k, and limit h tends to 0 cos of k plus h which is equal to cos k. So which is equal to h of k. So these two values are equal. We can say h of k is, h of x is continuous at x equal to k. It is continuous on a real number. So to check the continuity of the following functions, the first part f of x equal to sin x plus cos x. So we have taken g of x which is equal to sin x and h of x as cos x, and we have proved the continuity of sin x and cos x. So the second part is f of x equal to sin x minus cos x, and the third one is sin x into cos x. So using algebra of continuous function, here sin x is continuous on real numbers and cos x is continuous on real numbers. Then using algebra of continuous of function, we have g of x plus h of x, that is sin x plus cos x, which is continuous on real numbers r. Then second part, g of x minus h of x, sin x and h of x cos x, which is continuous on r. Then third part, g of x into h of x. Since sin x is continuous on r and h of x cos x is continuous on r, we can say g of x into h of x is continuous on real number r. 23rd question, find all points of discontinuity of f where f of x which is equal to sin x by x if x is less than 0 and it is equal to x plus 1 if x is greater than or equal to 0. So using the number line at x equal to 0, so if x is less than 0 then we have sin x by x, and if x is greater than 0 we have x plus 1. At x equal to 0 we have x plus 1. So we have to consider three cases when x is less than 0, at x equal to 0, and at x is greater than 0. So we have to consider three cases. Case 1, x is less than 0, that is k belongs to the values from minus infinity to 0. So we have to check the points in which it is continuous or discontinuous. In this case, that k belongs to minus infinity to 0. So f of k which is equal to, we have sin x by x which is sin k by k. To check the continuity, let's do limit x tends to k f of x which is equal to limit x tends to k. So the function is sin x by x. So we get sin k by k, which is nothing but f of k. Then we can say that f of x is continuous when x is less than. Case 2, now we have to check the continuity at x equal to 0. Then f of 0 at x equal to 0, the function is defined to be x plus 1. So f of 0 is 0 plus 1, which is 1. So we have different functions at to the left of 0 and to the right of 0. Now, so we have to find left hand limit and right hand limit. So left hand limit is limit x tends to 0 minus f of x. F of x is to the left of 0, we have sin x by x. We know that limit x tends to 0, sin x by x is 1. Then right hand limit x tends to 0 plus. To the right of 0, we have a function as x plus 1. So substituting x as 0, then we get 1. So f of 0, which is equal to left hand limit, which is equal to right hand limit. F of x is continuous at x equal to 0. Case 3, x is greater than 0. Let k be any real number. So f of k is, when x is greater than 0, we have the function is defined to be x plus 1. So f of k is k plus 1. Now we have to find the limit x tends to k of the function x plus 1, which is equal to k plus 1, which is nothing but f of k. So these two values are equal. We can say that f of x is continuous on x is greater than 0. Otherwise f of x is continuous on real numbers. 26th question, find the values of k so that the function f is continuous at x equal to pi by 2. The function f is defined to be k cos x by pi minus 2x if x is not equal to pi by 2, and f of x equal to 3 if x is equal to pi by 2. So we have to find the value of k. The function is continuous at x equal to pi by 2. That is, f of pi by 2 should be equal to limit x tends to pi by 2 of f of x. The function is defined to be 3 if x equal to pi by 2. So f of pi by 2 is 3, which is equal to limit x tends to pi by 2. Then f of x is k cos x by pi minus 2x. The limit of the value is 3, and we have to find the value of k if the function f is continuous at x equal to pi by 2. K is constant, we can take it out. Limit x tends to pi by 2 cos x by pi minus 2x, which is equal to 3. Put x equal to pi by 2 plus h. As x tends to pi by 2, h tends to 0. So this will become k into limit h tends to 0 cos of pi by 2 plus h. Changing the value of x, then pi minus 2 into pi by 2 plus h, which is equal to 3, which is k cos pi by 2 plus h. Cos 90 plus h is minus sin h. So limit h tends to 0 minus sin h whole by pi minus 2 into pi by 2. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So minus pi minus 2h. So this will get cancelled, which is equal to 3. Then taking 2 out, k by 2, limit h tends to 0. Cancelling negative sign, we get sin h by h. So limit h tends to 0, sin h by h is 1. So this is equal to 3. So we know that this is equal to 1, which implies k by 2, which is equal to 3. K equal to 6. Question number 30. Find the values of a and b such that the function defined by f of x equal to 5 if x is less than or equal to 2, which is equal to ax plus b if x lies between 2 and 10, and f of x equal to 21 if x is greater than or equal to 10 is a continuous function. It's given that it is a continuous function. We have to find the values of a and b. So using the number line, at x equal to 2, here at x equal to 2 the function is defined to be 5, and less than 2 the function is defined to be 5, and between 2 and 10, So between 2 and 10 the function is defined to be ax plus b, and greater than 10 we have 21, and equal to 10 the function is defined to be 21. So it is given that it is a continuous function. So f of x, which is equal to left hand limit, which is equal to right hand limit, if these three values are equal, it is continuous. At x equal to 2, then f of 2, which is equal to left hand limit at x equal to 2, which is equal to right hand limit at x equal to 2. So at x equal to 2, f of 2 is, at x equal to 2, the function f of x is defined to be 5. So f of 2 is 5, which is equal to left hand limit, that is limit x tends to 2 minus f of x. So to the left of 2 we have the function f of x is defined to be 5, which is equal to right hand limit, limit x tends to 2, plus to the right of 2 we have the function f of x is defined to be ax plus b. So we get 5, which is equal to, this is 5, which is equal to, so applying x as 2, then we get 2a plus b. Here from this we can say that 2a plus b, which is equal to 5, and we can take this equation as 1. At x equal to 10, we have f of 10, which is equal to left hand limit at x equal to 10. So otherwise we can write this as limit x tends to 10 minus. So to the left of 10 we have the function as ax plus b, which is equal to right hand limit, limit x tends to 10, plus to the right of 10 we have the function is, so f of 10 is 21, which is equal to limit x tends to 10 minus left hand limit is ax plus b, which is equal to right hand limit 21. Then we get 21, which is equal to 10a plus b, which is equal to 21. So we can write this equation as 10a plus b, which is equal to 21. So solving 1 and 2 we can find a and b. So 2a plus b, which is equal to 5. So subtracting this we get 8a, which is equal to 16. So we get a equal to 2. Substitute a as 2 in the first equation, we get 4 plus b equal to 5. So b equal to 5 minus 4, which is 1. So we get the values of a and b. A is 2 and b is 1. Thank you, children.